When thinking about Super Mario games, you rarely use the word scary to describe them. I mean, Mario games are super fun, cheerful, and accessible for everyone. That's mostly true. But there are some creepy things in some Mario games. And today, I'm going to take a look at a game we got the chance to buy and play on the Switch earlier this year, and I name Super Mario 64. This was the very first 3D Mario game, and you'll soon realize there's a lot of eerie, creepy, and scary things happening around while you play this one. If at any point in this video you get scared and have to go hide in the comment section down below, well, make sure to subscribe and to like the video while you're at it. Okay, let's get into what makes Super Mario 64 creepy. So, the world of Super Mario 64 is quite big. You start off in this big grassy area next to Princess Peach's castle, and we'll soon enter it. But there's just something odd about this castle. I don't know about your house, but when I go into mine, there are chairs, there's a couch, I have a table where I eat my food, I have my office, my desk, and whatever. And yet, when visiting Princess Peach's castle, you can clearly see that there is nothing like that. Most of the rooms are empty, with only a painting on the wall. Where are the bedrooms? Where's the kitchen? Where does Peach watch my videos? This makes me wonder if this is actually Peach's castle or just somewhere abandoned and not properly taken care of. Let's ignore the fact that you couldn't actually live in the castle just for a second, and let's pretend all of those rooms are full of furniture. The layout of this castle still doesn't make any sense at all. Why would there be a big aquarium room on the first floor? Who feeds the fish? What is this big room with a mirror supposed to be? And what about this long room that leads to nowhere? Why are the staircases so large near the top of the castle, forcing Mario to climb on every single one of these? Why do ghosts live in the backyard? Did people die in here? I'm telling you, this whole castle is giving me some scary vibes. And you know what? Just imagine exploring it without the music. Yep, there's definitely something wrong happening here. During your adventure in Super Mario 64, you'll visit many worlds. But where are those worlds located? What I'm telling you is that in Mario Sunshine, every area you explore is linked to another one, and you can often see them in the distance. Everything is happening on Delfino Island. In Super Mario Galaxy, well, you visit different planets and galaxies close to the Comet Observatory. In Odyssey, you explore the entire world by flying from one area to the next. In Super Mario 64, though, you enter the worlds by jumping into paintings. This made me wonder if anything is actually real. Are you actually visiting real locations, or just paintings turned to life by a secret Bowser spell or something? Maybe Kamek is involved, who knows? There's just something odd about entering the courtyard, finding this metallic cage, and just shrinking to explore it. Or what about jumping into a big clock and then seeing the insides of it? I'm starting to think that none of the levels you explore in Super Mario 64 are actually real, and this is all the works of dark magic, or maybe something even scarier. Most Super Mario enemies are not known to be the scariest ones, with a bunch of them being actually quite dumb, but I did find Super Mario 64 to actually have the highest amount of scary enemies. Everyone remembers the scary piano in Big Boo's Hound, or the big round eye that looks at you funny. Who can forget the eel that lives in the depths of Jolly Roger Bay? How about the scary shark in Dire Ducks? Or Bubba Bubba, the big fish that can eat you whole? Heck, even the normal enemies are scarier looking in this game. This is what a Pokey normally looks like. And this is what a Pokey looks like in Super Mario 64. Look at those scary red eyes. Even the boos are angry when they pursue you. And let's not talk about the chain chomp or the iRock bus enemy. In fact, pretty much every single enemy you see in Mario 64 is actually scary looking. That is not a coincidence. While visiting the castle, you can also visit a courtyard that's located behind the castle, and in it you'll see this statue of a star with a sign underneath. At this point, everybody knows that this says L is real 2401, and at the time most people assumed the L stood for Luigi, meaning that Luigi is real in this game. Maybe 2401 was the key to save the green bro, but there's no keypad or anything of that sort in Super Mario 64. Well, what if I told you that we now know the truth to this mystery? Back in 2020, a leak of the source code for Super Mario 64 was found online, and by looking into it, people found that Luigi is actually in the game. He just seemed to have been cut from the final product. This leak actually occurred 24 years and 1 month after the game's original release. So yes, L is real 2401. Whoa. Coincidence? I think not. There's some shady things happening in Super Mario 64, even surrounding the game itself. There's a couple of booby traps hidden in Princess Peach's castle. Who can forget the big hallway with the picture of Princess Peach that slowly switches to Bowser as you approach it, and if you keep approaching it, the floor opens up and you fall into one of Bowser's trap doors. I still remember the first time I fell down this pit, as it really surprised me. It was so unexpected and spooky. Well, it wasn't the last time I was gonna get fooled by Bowser, as the final floor of the castle has a star door. And normally, those doors don't open up if you don't have the correct amount of stars. But for some odd reason, the 70 stars door still opens up anyway. I thought it was a glitch at first, but I soon realized that this staircase was long, very long, and with the scary music playing, I figured out that there was no way of going up the staircase, no matter what you do. And that was very scary, running for hours upon hours, only to check back and realize you haven't moved at all. Truly frightening. Okay, so I've already talked about the castle and how little sense it makes, but the basement is even creepier when you think about it. The whole castle has beautiful tile floorings or beautiful red carpet, and that is until you go down in the basement, where all of a sudden the tiles are replaced by a cold concrete flooring. All of the castle is also well lit up, but the basement has only some torches in order for Mario to see where he's going. Plus, there's a lot of water all over the place, meaning there's definitely plumbing problems in Peach's castle, but I haven't seen a single faucet, a toilet, or a shower anywhere. That's just odd. Heck, there's even a whole area that is submerged in water. Yeah, the one that leads outside the castle. And can we talk about the bunnies running free all over the place? I'm telling you, there is something wrong that's happening in the basement. What do they do to these bunnies? That can't be ethical. Dying in Mario games is usually not very violent. You get hurt by, let's say, a Goomba and go on this little bouncing animation and you just start over. With the introduction of the health bar in Super Mario 64, well, let's say the death animations got a little bit more realistic, even violent. If you get hurt by an enemy, you kinda just fall down on your back and you give up. That's not too bad. The thing is, there are some death animations for multiple things in Super Mario 64. Running out of breath underwater in Jolly Roger Bay is particularly disturbing, as Mario just grabs his neck and starts choking to death until he is no more. That's hard to watch, But that's not all. In the desert level, you can just go down in the quicksand and you'll soon see Mario's gonna try to grasp for air and he's no more. The worst death animation though, in my opinion, is what happens when you visit the labyrinth in Hazy Maze Cave. As you can tell, there's yellow gas that slowly consumes your health points. If you don't leave the maze before it's too late, this is what happens. Seriously, these Mario death animations are way too realistic. They're really creepy. Thanks a lot for watching this scary Halloween video. Smash like and subscribe, and make sure to watch last year's Halloween video by tapping the card on the screen. Good night.